Are you a brand new insurance agent and you're trying to build your business part-time? Well, I'm going to give you 5 ways that you can boost your chance of earning income with part-time life insurance sales or even part-time final expense sales over the phone or even face-to-face. These will hold true for you. So if you've got pen and paper, let's get after it, my friends. Number one, the most important thing is really guarding your time. Time blocking is something that a lot of folks neglect when they're going into this industry part-time. They think that I'll get to it when I get to it. Well, time will be taken from you if you're not really good about putting fences around your calendar. So if you're an 8 to 5, you've got a lot of time to work. You're going to maybe say, I work 8 to 5. I'm going to get home between 5 and 6. I'm going to work the phones from 6 o'clock to, let's say, 8:30. I can do that. Well, you've got to really make that happen, not wish for it to happen. So to make this a reality, we've got to really put walls around our time. We have to schedule it or it doesn't happen. Scheduling and time blocking is insanely important. I want you to grab your calendar and write it down. What times are you going to really just block off so that you can make hopefully the bucks in part-time final expense or part-time life insurance sales? We've got to do our part, and that's by blocking off time. Part-time agents can do dynamic things, but you've really got to be diligent about putting walls around your time. If not, you're like, well, I'll work tonight, and then that turns into maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, and then you're not in a good place here. So time blocking, very, very critical. Get your calendar, pretend like you're managing an employee, which is you, and then dial those hours in so that you can have a chance of making it. But time blocking, number one, is so important. Just like football is won by having an insane defense and then a decent offense. But if you've got the most amazing offense on the planet, it doesn't even matter if your defensive, okay, is nothing. You're not making dollars here in the insurance industry if you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this week, and then what days are you working? What hours are you working? Well, I don't really know. You couldn't run any business that way. You've got to treat this like a business because it is, but you've got to really put full-time effort, my friends, into your part-time hours to be powerful in this space. Pretty simple to understand, but it's not easy. I get it. You're busy. But time blocking, number one, the most important thing that winners do. And those that are statistics, they just say it's going to happen, I hope. Well, hope isn't a plan. It's a recipe for taking you to HE double hockey sticks. Don't hope. Make it happen by putting it on your calendar. Eliminate the white space that you don't want to exist and just knuckle down, put your hours down. And then number two, that you've already time blocked on number one, I want you to invest in your business. You have to invest in the leads. You've got to take that risk to have a chance of the rewards. Or if you're a part-time insurance agent working outbound leads, maybe you're going to get 35 to 45 leads on the weekly. We've got to say, this is what I want to do. I've time blocked for it. Now I need to buy my leads. I've got to execute that risk. And then this is going to be my new reality, because when you take a risk, man, I tell you, you buy leads, you're not going to want to sit on them like an egg. You want those things to hatch and have success. You're going to get on those leads right away because you took that risk. You get the ability to have an insane reward when you sell policies. But if you buy leads and sit on them and don't make that time because you didn't time block, you're going to be out of the business as quick as you came in, and we don't want that for you. So if you want to boost your life insurance sales, time block, have that risk, actually buy your leads on the weekly, my friends. And I mean, every week you're committed to buying leads. Now, number three is very important. A lot of part-time insurance agents really have a poor time at it when they don't know this. They go too stinking fast because they've got a limited time table. And instead of taking their time when they get their leads that they've purchased, they just power through the conversation, and that's not going to make a prospect feel connected to you, and it'll get you further away from the sale, not get you to the sale faster. So take your time is so important. It's not about the transactions. It's about taking care of the great person on the other end of the phone line. Don't go too fast. I want you to just slow down. And when you get a hold of a prospect, take your time, take amazing care of them like nobody else has done in their past. And this is going to help you boost your chance of success, because the prospect should be valued, not treated like just a name and a number. This is so important for you to know. Take your time. Number three is one of the most important things for part-time insurance agents, whether you're face-to-face with a prospect or whether you're over the phone. Pause, my friends. I know you're busy. I know you're working hard, but have a good time by taking care of the prospect by listening to them, unpacking their concerns. And then you know what? If you solve their problem, you can have great profitability when you do that. But take your time. Don't spend your time in the wrong places. You've got a time block for sure. Number one, you've got to invest in the business by buying leads and taking the risk. But this is so important to take your time. Number three, I cannot hammer this point enough. Those that are powerful in the part-time space, take a pause when they get in front of a prospect and prioritize them so that there can be a greater us in the picture. And part-time agents do dynamic things, but they dial in to what the consumer wants them to do for them. This is powerful for you. So when you got a lead, take your time. Number three, can't be more adamant about this. If you want to accelerate your career, make it about the customer, not about you. Now, number three is important too. Understand that if you want to boost your life insurance sales part-time and final expense sales part-time, you've got to have good habits, right? And I know you've got a good head on your shoulders. You're super smart. You've already committed to buying your leads, and now you're taking your time with the prospect. Well, understand that habits and discipline are something that do take time. It takes 30 days to develop a habit. So I want you to eliminate distractions. You've got to put full-time effort into your part-time hours. You've already time blocked. You've bought your leads. You're taking your time with your prospects. Put those walls up, and I want you to eliminate every distraction. I'm talking about the dummy box that everybody has in their hand. Maybe you're watching my ugly face on it on YouTube with your cell phone. You've got to make that like a jail cell that you don't pick up until your time is done. Your time blocking is about being with the prospect, not being on your phone. No distractions, my friends. Commit to excellence by engaging in the blocks of time that you've committed to, and you've got to make this your new reality. If you want to get the rewards and the spoils of the industry, you've got to really be one that can commit for 30 days. Part-time, fantastic. It's 30 days of a part-time commitment. Put full-time effort into those part-time hours, and you're going to find you're going to feel good even when the days maybe don't go as great as you thought they may. Give it a chance to work itself out because you worked the business out. You've got to find yourself in a position where you commit to it and you keep a smile on your face and you keep the successful things in front of you, blocking off time, being a beast, buying your business, taking your time with the prospects, and then powerfully committing and eliminating distractions. It does take commitment to eliminate your distractions around you. This world is so distraction marketing. Buy this, buy that, buy this. It's going to beat you up in the part-time play. You don't have the bandwidth. Eliminate all those things, those little time suckers of the brain, so that you can truly be about what you say you want, and that's becoming the best as a part-time life insurance agent so that hopefully you can leave your day job. You can do dynamic things, but you've got to be dialed in to what you're doing, not what you're thinking about, because what you're thinking about is going to take from you. You want to give to your business. You got to feed the beast, my friends. So you've got to eliminate distractions. Very important on tip number three if you want to be a top producer part-time. And you can look at agent interviews and testimonials at the end of this video up above that may help you on some perspective for part-time agents that have really enjoyed the business. And we do recruit and partner with powerful agents and agencies nationally to sell with us life, Medicare insurance, and annuities face-to-face, part-time and full-time, as well as in the telespace. So free resources for your taking at jasonfinalexpense.com, no matter what work family that you partner with. Now, number four, everybody likes getting spoiled, right? Anybody hate getting spoiled? You hate birthdays. You hate Christmas. Anybody? Put it in the comments below. It's okay if you do, if you're brave enough. All right. But I want you to reward yourself. If you want to boost your life insurance sales part-time, I want you to take care of yourself. I want you to give yourself a present, not for being present, but I want you to spoil yourself when you get a sale. It's just like me at my office. I'm like a dog. When I get a sale, I give myself a treat. All right. I got this drawer full of just crappy candy, trolley gummies, all kinds of stuff that's probably bad for me. But I reward myself when I'm doing the most important thing. I want you to reward yourself when you're working part-time. So when you get a sale, reward yourself with something bigger. Good boy, good boy. All right. That's how I treat myself. And then while I'm working at the office, while I'm working the phones, or while I'm working maybe face to face, maybe I'm going to treat myself with a bag of gummies or a chocolate bar or something of that nature. Put in the comments below, what is your favorite treat for yourself when you're truly working? It's going to make working something that you actually look forward to every day, especially when you're part time. I know you're dog tired. I want you to do something for you to incentivize yourself while you're really embracing the sales cycle, the prospecting, everything that's painful. I want you to make it a good experience by rewarding yourself and spoiling yourself. Number 4 is so important, but don't go giving yourself some big old present for being present in your chair when you haven't made a sale. That's for the big stuff, but the small little things, talking about the little fun things to eat, maybe drink as you're working the phones or out face to face, knocking doors, seeing the people. Reward yourself in small ways. Maybe it's a couple mints that you like. Maybe it's a Werther's Original. Have those things that you really only treat yourself when you're in that part-time business doing the business. It'll make things almost psychologically change for you that, oh, I really want to get my part-time in today because that's when I get a piece of that candy that I've been craving all day, or that's when I get my gummies. That's when I get, okay, the good things in my life. Reward yourself. And when you get a sale, hold something back. Maybe you've got a bottle of something you're going to set aside. Maybe you've got a pizza you want to purchase that's really nice and big. And when I get that sale, I'm buying it for the family. Take care of yourself in some ways that may sound funny. It's going to make you feel better when you're a winner. And winners, they do spoil themselves. Don't just work your part-time hours like a robot. Make it fun. And you're going to find that you're going to be more boosted in your emotion. And remember, even our clients, they buy based on emotion and then they back it up with logic. You will be more emotionally invested when you're like, ooh, this is kind of fun. When it's fun, you're probably going to go a little farther and boost your potential to have better sales. And not everybody makes it. It's a performance-based business. Understand that reality, but you want to put things in alignment so you've got the best chance of actualizing success. Now, number 5 is also equally critical because you've already time blocked. To recap, you've already invested in the business and bought leads. You are already in a position where you're going to take your time with every true prospect that's in front of you. You've already committed. You've dialed in 30 days of habitual behavior. You're ready to go. You've eliminated distractions. You're ready to reward yourself for just doing the job. All right, that's great. But now number 5 is critical. I want you to practice with a mentor. We really love empowering insurance agents nationally that align here to be able to train multiple times a week, to be able to mentor through little messes that can happen and through good calls that happen. Having a mentor in your life to be able to practice until you get into a state of extreme proficiency is so important so that you can be empowered as a part-time life insurance agent in this business to attain the highest levels of success that you're capable of. Skill building is so important to you taking it to that next level. So get into a place where you're ready for rejection because you've practiced it with your mentor. Get in the state that you're ready with your script. You're ready with your sales process. It's not going to mean you're not going to be a little nervous when you're first starting off. Very normal. Every top producer has had that little tickle in the chest, a little panic in those places, if you know what I'm saying, the butterflies. But you're going to get beyond that when you've trained and you know what to say. You're going to be unconsciously competent as you find a good mentor, like what we provide agents nationally that partner with us to feel more empowered to do the job because you can make insane levels of success when you're selling a bunch of policies every week in the part-time play. You may be able to more than duplicate your part-time income, but don't quit your day job, my friends, until you've duplicated success because, like I say, 90% of the agent force becomes statistics because they don't have what it takes. So understand you have what it takes. Let's take this business seriously because success is all about commitment, all about drive, all about putting up those defensive walls around our calendar. Eliminate the white space so that this business can work out for you. And once you've duplicated your income from your W-2, walk away, my friend. Stand tall and take what is yours, and that's success. It's at your fingertips, but we've got to take a couple of these little steps to heart to have that part-time success that we desperately desire, and I know you deserve. If we can do anything to serve you, or if you need any good resources, or even a work family to call a home, jasonfinalexpense.com. I appreciate you watching this video. Enjoy the videos up above. I know they'll be a help to you. We'll even put one on how to find the best IMO, etc., and some great questions that you need to know so that you don't get taken advantage of in a very simple business. I appreciate you, my friends. Have a great day. We'll